In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use Clickup for mind maps. By the end, you'll know exactly how to turn scattered ideas into a clean, organized storyboard using Clickup's whiteboard and mind map capabilities. We'll keep things straightforward, practical, and focused so you can follow along in real time and build something useful without getting lost in the interface. To start, open your browser and head to the Clickup website. If you already have an account, look up to the top right corner and select the Log In button. That'll take you straight to your dashboard. This is your home base, and it's where today's setup will begin. Once you land in your workspace, give yourself a second to let everything load. You'll see your usual sidebar, your spaces and lists, and various views. That's all great for day-to-day work. But today, we're going to build something visual and fast. On your screen, look for the Create option. Depending on your version or layout, it might appear as a text button labeled Create, or it might show up as a plus icon. Both do the same thing, so click whichever you see. User interfaces can change slightly across updates and operating systems, so don't worry if the exact look is a little different on your end. What matters is that you get the Create menu open. When you click Create, a menu will appear. This is a central gateway in Clickup for making new things: tasks, docs, whiteboards, and more. For what we're building, focus on the bottom area of this menu and look for templates. Go ahead and click Templates. This isn't just a design preference. It's the fastest way to spin up something clean that's ready for your ideas. Templates help you skip a lot of setup and let you focus your time where it matters most, shaping your content and your flow. Once the template panel opens, you'll see categories at the top or on the side. Find and select the whiteboard category. That's important because storyboards in this method live on whiteboards, and the mind map approach you'll use is supported there. If you don't select whiteboard, you won't see the storyboard layouts you need, and you might end up browsing unrelated templates. So, whiteboard it is. Inside the whiteboard templates, look for a storyboard template. If your interface lets you hover to preview, take a second to do that and get a feel for the structure. Previews help you confirm the layout you want before you commit. You'll likely see a simple, logical arrangement with boxes or frames that make it easy to map out beats, sections, or scenes, perfect for planning a video, presentation, campaign, or any idea that needs a beginning, middle, and end. When you find the storyboard template you want, click it to open its details. Then choose Use Template. Sometimes you might be asked to confirm again with another Use Template button. If that's the case, click it once more. This double confirmation step just ensures you're installing the template into your current workspace whiteboard. After that, you'll see the whiteboard load with your chosen storyboard structure. Give it a moment, especially if your internet connection is busy. Then you should see your canvas appear. Great, your new storyboard mind map is now active. This is the best moment to give it a clear name. Click the title area near the top of the whiteboard and rename it to something obvious and useful, like New Storyboard or the name of your project. Clear naming saves time later, especially if you work with others or handle multiple boards. If you like, add a short descriptor in the subtitle or notes area so you'll always remember the purpose of this board at a glance. Now that your storyboard template is live, take a breath. The canvas can look big at first, but that's a good thing. You've got space to think. The template provides a framework, boxes to represent scenes or ideas, connection points that help you form a flow, and labels you can tweak. Keep in mind, this isn't only for video storyboards. You can adapt it for a pitch, onboarding journey, course outline, or even personal planning. The point is to get your ideas out in a way that's structured and easy to evolve. If at any point something glitches or you see an error message, don't panic. It happens occasionally in browser tools. Just click Refresh. A quick refresh will usually reconnect everything and bring your whiteboard back to life exactly how you left it. This is a handy move to remember before you try any heavy troubleshooting. If your browser asks you to confirm the reload, allow it. Once the board returns, you'll be right where you were. With that handled, it's time to start populating your storyboard. One of the most powerful things you can do from here is add a task directly within your storyboard. That means your visual planning can feed your actual execution without leaving this canvas. Look for the option to add a task from the board. When you click to add a task, you'll be asked where that task should live. Click Select List. Choosing the right list matters because it keeps your tasks organized alongside your team's regular workflows. Think about where the work for this storyboard belongs. Maybe you've got a space for content, a folder for your current project, and a list for this specific campaign or production. Select that list so the task you're about to create automatically gets tracked there with all your usual statuses and views. After you select the list, type in whatever's relevant for your task. Give it a clear title. If it's a storyboard beat, name it by scene or section. If it's a to-do item, like draft script intro or collect reference images, say that. Use labels or short notes if they're available in the inline creation window so your future self doesn't have to guess what you meant. Even a few extra words make a difference when you come back later or share the board with the team. You can keep building out your board like this, naming frames, adding tasks for key beats, and pairing each visual element with an actionable next step. That blend of planning and doing is what makes this approach so effective. Your mind map isn't just a drawing. It's a guide that connects inspiration to execution, all in one place, all within the platforms and lists you already use. As you start to lay things out, remember that your whiteboard is fully movable. You can pan around the canvas and rearrange nodes as your ideas take shape. If a section feels crowded, drag it to give it breathing room. If a beat needs to come before another, reposition it so the flow is obvious at a glance. This flexibility allows your creative thinking to stay fluid while your structure becomes clearer and more intentional. This approach is helpful for teams brainstorming together and just as powerful for personal planning. Use the board to facilitate a strategy session. Outline a video or podcast, or even map out a family plan like improving finances, planning a trip, or coordinating a complex move. The visual clarity helps everyone see the same picture, which cuts down on back and forth and reduces misalignment. To make your board easier to read, personalize the look of your boxes. You can change the color and adjust font sizes. This isn't just about style, it's about communication. Use color to group related ideas, to show priority levels, or to mark progress phases. Increase font size for key headings so they stand out from supporting notes. Small adjustments go a long way toward turning a busy board into a clean, legible guide. Let's change a color so you can see the idea in action. Select a box or text element, open the color options, and pick something that contrasts nicely with the background. If you want a minimalist look, you might consider using black or a dark neutral for headings and a lighter color for supporting frames. You don't have to select black right